Hi everyone, it's always a pleasure to come back to Real Life Talk. Anyway, my name is Cynthia. People call me C, short Lady C. You are listening to Real Life Talk. This channel is a channel whereby we talk about the past, the present, and the future. But today, I'll just continue the series I started last time on my journey to entrepreneurship. But something came up very strongly on my last video on the word attitude. I repeat, the word attitude. Guys, if you don't have a good attitude, you will not get far. I'm not the one saying. It's like the law of attraction. If you don't have a good attitude towards things, you will not get far. You know, I've been running businesses for the last 24 years. And if you look behind me, there is happy anniversary. That's one of the businesses that I own. And it's a salon in Saturn. Guys, I'm telling you, 10 years of a business tells you the endurance, the perseverance, you know, the hard work, the loyalty that you put into your business, and a good attitude to finalize it. I've come a long way as an entrepreneur. And you know, there are certain things that when you start in life, and those entrepreneurs and business people can bear me witness, there are certain things that when you start, you don't really know how it's going to go. You start without even not too sure, you know, but you have this tenacity inside you that it will work. And as you go along, you don't take pictures, because it's not something that's not in a million years that I thought I'll be here, you know, speaking to you about my journey to entrepreneurship. Because I started only one business, and now I've got, you know, few businesses going, which we will get into it when I go back into the topic, my journey to entrepreneurship. But today, I specifically want to speak about attitude, because I did made a promise that I'll come back and talk about attitude, because I believe that attitude can really take you far. And those of you who understand parables, you know, a lot of us, when we were growing up, our parents, people around us used to speak in parables, and sometimes you don't get it until later. And most of the parables that I used to hear when I was younger, now it kind of like make a lot of sense. And one of them applies to attitude. It says that a beautiful woman will be taken to marriage or go to marriage, but her attitude will return her. And now a lot of men who listen to me can bear me this witness with a thumb up, that if you have a woman, and the woman, it doesn't matter how beautiful they are, it doesn't matter how their appearance kills it all, but if they have a nasty attitude, believe you me. And these days, men are not looking, yes, they are looking at the appearance, because that's men's nature. They're always looking for a beautiful woman. But ladies, I'm telling you, it's not every man that looks for that looks. Some women, they are looking at the inwardly. The attitude, the beauty inside you is what men are looking for now. They don't care. You know, I'm not saying all men, but majority of the men, because of my position now, I tend to talk to a lot of, and most of, you won't believe this, most of my good friends are males. Most of my very good friends are men, okay? So I know what I'm saying. And you know me. I talk, I chat, I ask questions. Sometimes I send a bunch of questions. Most of my my male friends, they will tell you I always ask them questions because I just want to. I'm the type that always want to go into people's head to find out why things are the way they are. Okay, now let's forget about that. Attitude. Okay, if you don't have attitude, good attitude, some people do have attitude, good attitude, some people don't. Some people, they picked it up from maybe trauma. It has messed up their attitude. Some people, it's lifestyle. Some people, they picked it up from friends. Some people, they just don't have it. Okay, and I believe that there is only one thing that if we don't have, we can learn. If you don't have it, you can learn it. After all, we learn from each other. You can read books to help you. There's so many books about attitude, mindset and stuff like that you can help yourself with. I've worked in so many places. I've worked in so many places. I've come across people who doesn't have good attitude. I've had clients. Listen, I have been running my salon business for the last 24 years. This is the 24th year, but we are celebrating 10 years of actually being when the salon was opened. So 10 years of being at one place and serving almost about, averagely I would say about maybe 400 to 500 clients a month. You can just tell. I'm telling you. Some clients come in and their attitude, geez, and you're like, wow, just show me the style, let me do it, and let's just crack on. They will give you hell of problems. It's attitude. They have it inside them. They can't help it. Some of them don't even see they have it. That's the worst bit. They don't see they have it. Anyway, let me give you an article I came across long time ago. And for some reason, I haven't even thought of doing YouTube or speaking to anybody about anything. I just kept this for myself so that I can keep seeing what is being written and, having it on my, I had it on my vision board, all the time looking at it. But today it has become so important that I'm sitting here actually talking about it. And I think that's really amazing. Whatever is in your heart and you keep doing it, it becomes a big thing. It's like this, there's a parable that says that your giftings will make room for you. And I think this is one of them. I keep looking at this, and I will tell you what it is so that we can work on our attitude. Because even if you are a boss and you don't have good attitude, a lot of people are going to drop off from work because you don't know how to manage people. You don't know how to talk to people. When you're at a workplace, you don't have a good attitude, so you keep changing jobs. Every job you go to is somebody's fault. And people who often don't have good attitude, they tend to blame people for everything. They blame people for everything. They will blame anybody because they don't want to examine themselves. So you listen to this article that I came across. And this is from a guy, one of the airline owners. Is a very big guy, which I can't even remember his name because it's a long time. But maybe you might have come across as well. So I'm sharing it. So if you remember it, it's good. If you don't, then this is it. Maybe add it to your list. Okay. So what happened there was that number. When you do the alphabet A to Z, okay, and then you put numbers against it, you put numbers against each letter, it will take you to 26. So A to Z, if you count it in numbers, it goes up to 26. So now looking at what this guy did, he said, if you work hard, okay, you've only achieved 98%. That's quite high, right? So some of those of us who work hard, that means we are literally 2% away. Whew. So if you don't work hard, You know, and it's so funny. Even Bible talks about working hard, that if you work hard, you will definitely reap the reward. So this is a very biblical thing, okay? And then the second paragraph, he says knowledge. If you have knowledge, okay, what are we talking about? About knowledge. Those of us who knows, or those of you who knows how late I learned how to read, and stuff like that. We have people who were genius from the very young, and now they have master's degrees, they have bachelor's, you name it, they've got all kinds of degrees. Okay, that is knowledge. They've acquired knowledge. And you know what, it's amazing how God has blessed me and graced me with all these PhD holders. I have loads of friends that, when I rub shoulders with, and sometimes I'm like, wow. So guys, when you have knowledge, this guy says that it's only 96% that you have. And then when you are full of love, it's funny that there is a saying that when you love someone and you keep saying, no, I love this person, and then the person turn around and tell you, oh, love is not enough. Oh, really? You're like, wow, why? Love is not enough. It's so true. You know what? When you have love, yeah, and you put the numbers, like I said, the alphabet and the numbers. So for instance, you just picked the numbers and you add them. Okay, so you are adding, like, for instance, LOVE, right? That makes love. So where does L in alphabet is 12, and then O in alphabet is 15, and then V in alphabet is number 22, and then E in alphabet is number 5. Okay, so that gives us love. Yeah, so what they did is they did 12 plus 15 plus 22 plus 5, and then it gives you 54. When it gives you the number 54, it says that it's only 54%. So if you are full of love, you give everybody love, you love yourself, it's only 54. Okay, 54%. And then it says if you are very lucky, sometimes something happens and people say, oh, you are so lucky, you are really lucky. Hey, baby, if you are a very lucky person, it says that you are only 47%. You are far from 100%. Okay, and then so if you do the same, so just take a pen and paper. Okay, take a pen and paper. This is something I'll be doing in my class later in the years to come. So take a pen and paper, write 12 plus 3 plus 11. If you put that together, it gives you 47%. Okay, and then we go in. Now it says if you have, does money makes it? Does money make it all? What does money makes it? 100%. If you have money, you are financial free, you are rich, you are billionaire. That's all. Does the richness kills it? The answer is no. It doesn't. So you can have money, you don't have love, you didn't work hard, which obviously we know that some people, an inheritance has been passed to them, they've never worked before, but they have everything. Okay, he says that if you have money, is only in fact is nothing. It's nothing. Okay, you could be happy and everything. If you have money, it's only 72%. Oh, I thought when you have money you have everything. Is that not the saying? When you have money, like all of us will say, oh, if I have money, I'll be so happy. If I have money, I can do this, I can do that. No. The article says, if you have money, if you take the alphabet, M is 13. If you take the alphabet O, is 15. If you take the alphabet N, is 14. If you take the alphabet E, is 5. And if you take the alphabet 25, is 72. It says that it's only, if you have money, it's only 72. Okay, now if you have education, Jesus, If you have education, you have everything, you know, I mean, you've been educated to the highest, okay? It says that you have 92%. So you're still left with 8%. So what exactly is going to give us the 100% we're looking for? Huh? Okay, now it says if you have leadership, does it kill it? If you have leadership, it's only 97%. You're still left with 3%. So there is still, you know, something missing. So that something that is missing is what we're trying to make sure that we have it in abundance, because that will overrule everything. Now, if you have a leadership, you know, some of us, we are leaders. Naturally, we are born leaders. Some of us, we are born leaders, okay? And he's saying that if you have a leadership, funny enough, this morning I was telling somebody that I'm born a leader, and this is it. So if you have a leadership skills, okay, which everybody recognized, you have 97. That means you are left with 3%, okay? Almost there. And then it says every problem has a solution only if attitude. Only if we can change our attitude. And what does attitude give us? I love this. If you put attitude, the word attitude, and you spell it and you put the numbers around it, okay? Which I'm not out. You do that homework yourself. Take pen and paper. Just write, you know, the letters A to Z, and then take your time, write the numbers against it, and then try and spell attitude and see what you get. Okay. So when you look at the word attitude, if you put the numbers together, it gives you number 1, 20, another 20, another 9. It gives you 9, it gives you another 20, it gives you 21 and 4 plus 5. If you put all those numbers together, it gives you 100%. Guys, hey, let's work towards our attitude. This might not be relevant to you, like I always say, but please forward this video to somebody. Not that you are telling them that, hey, get some attitude clothes on. No, we don't want people to put attitude clothes on, okay? Putting a clothes on is easy to, you can't, in the evening you have to take it off, right? So we want to make sure that we embed it. You know, when the Bible says that, you know, we want to be rooted and grounded. You know, when you are grounded, when somebody is grounded, it's like you've just blend tomatoes and pepper together. You can't separate that after that. You can only taste it. And that's where attitude comes in. So when you taste it, when you mixed all your ingredients together, can you separate them? No. But you can only taste it. And that is why when somebody have a good attitude, anywhere they are, it reflects. Even if they don't know anything. I've employed people that didn't know anything, but I give them a chance and they prove themselves with attitude, and I keep them. I have one of them right now with me. I'm telling you, if somebody have an attitude, they can get a luck, they can get a chance, they can be passed knowledge. Because you have a good attitude, you are humble naturally. Do you see what I mean? So attitude is very, very important. You might not see it as a great thing, but without attitude, you cannot really get far. So babes, get some attitude. Make sure you are grounded and rooted in it, okay? Thank you very much for listening to Lady C. And this is Real Life Talk, where everything is real, and is 100% attitude. See you again. I will post my next one next week, and we're going to continue with the businesses, okay?